I haven't done a vlog for 2 weeks. Well, I've been here since September and it is now January and I have got no jobs down here or anything else or blah blah blah. So, long story short, I haven't had my dogs with me for a while and I miss them so much, and this is a really hard one because I am torn now between my doggies and my family, including my grandson. So it's like, what decision am I going to make right now? And I've got to look at it realistically and say, I'm not getting work down here. It's a big town with not that many jobs and too many people go for them, and I'm 50 years old, and when you go for jobs in the tourist industry they do favour the younger ones sometimes because they're a lot less to hire, aren't they? They're cheaper. So you've got to be realistic and say, if I stay here then I've got to be on benefits because I can't thrive here, and I hate the town, hate it. I'm only here for my family. So I've made a decision. I'm taking a huge gamble and I'm moving to Scotland next week. I've done this before. How many times now? I think I've done it twice, 3 times, where I've just bitten the bullet and said just go because I don't belong down here. It, like I said, it's only my family that time here. In Scotland there are jobs in the season and it's not the season just yet, so financially my situation doesn't change whether I'm here or there right now, but my environment does, and I'm decided I'm going to go and live by the sea. I'm going to go back to my lovely Scotland, to a place that I love. I'm not going to say where it is, but you'll soon know. If you know Scotland, you'll see where I am, but I'm going back there because it's where my heart feels like it should be. I think every morning you should wake up happy with where you are and who you are, and I haven't had a bad time here. It's just a place of no activity and no movement here, that's all. It's not a really bad place, it's just not good for my soul. You know, it's like everything gets put on hold. I'm a magical person. I like to be in a place that feels magical, and to me the west coast of Scotland is where it's at, and that's where I feel it, and that's where I feel I should be, so I'm going there. So it is Thursday today and I'm going to go Monday, Tuesday, at a push Wednesday. I'm going to try and go for Monday, but I'm just going to go and I'm going to be with my doggies. I've decided my babies need to be with me all the time now. So my family can't have my dogs, which is why they can say they can take me. But when you come as a package, it's like we could take part of the package, and you've got to get... I mean, I fought a hard battle for 5 years to keep my dogs, because when I sold my house in England, they had a stable home there, didn't they? And I took that away from them and went on this adventure. But I shouldn't be giving my doggies up for anyone, for anything, for any reason. So I'm going back to my babies, and they're going to be absolutely over the moon when they see me. So I'm trusting that things are all going to work out. They are going to work out. There's things on my side and there's things against me, but I believe that the good always overcomes the negative. I just think that when your intentions are set, you get what you want. I just do. It might not come today or tomorrow, but it will come, and I've just got to trust and believe that it will come. So I am going back to Scotland next week and starting an adventure again. When I'm up there, I've got a lot to talk about. When I'm down here, it's like, what do I say? Because when you've got a routine of nothing going on, all you're talking is rubbish. Whereas if I'm somewhere I really love, everything's an adventure. Every day is an adventure. It's just, oh, I can't wait to get back there. I can't wait to get back on the ferries and on the islands, but it's just one step at a time. And I do believe that this year is the year that I make it for myself. I have changed. I'm not settling for second best anything anymore. Everything's got to be how I want it, or I don't want it at all. So I'm prepared to live in a beaten up caravan in a 5-star location rather than stay in a nice house in a crap location. And for me, I'm prepared to make that compromise because it's the location that matters the most. Because when you open that door and you're outside, that's your world, that's where you're living, and you should be where you want to be. And this is the curse of the poor usually, because you can have in your mind, I would love to live somewhere like that, but then you go, well, how can I, because I can't afford to move there. But what I do is I go there with poverty and say, well, I will live in a caravan with no water, no gas, no comfortable bed or anything. I will do that and make that sacrifice to be in the place I want to be. It's like I was thinking, you know, if I get like a cleaning job, which I will, because I'm going back to an old job as well. It's just, you don't know when you're going to get called for that, because it's as and when. But wouldn't you rather clean a 5-star holiday park overlooking mountains and the sea and having a nice environment, or would you rather do the exact same job in an industrial estate for the same wage? And even though I haven't broken out of the minimum wage thing yet, it's still a would you rather, isn't it? Would you rather earn the same amount of money in a beautiful place, or stay in a horrible place for somebody else's benefit and hate your job? Because a lot of it is in your mind, isn't it? And I need to be where my mind is clear, and down here it's foggy because you were surrounded by smart meters down here and everything, and there's no escape. If I open that door now, you're looking straight to somebody's house. If I go to the front of this house, you're looking in their house. So there's no privacy and there's no space and room. Whereas I get up there and I'm going to be living on the beach, and my neighbours at the other side of the sea. So anyway, I will be around people, but not as many. And when you're around people who are in a nice environment, they tend to be more happy because they're where they want to be as well. And I think when you're down in a town where people are here because they've got nowhere else to go, because when you get caught up in the housing trap and you're poor, you can't just move every week. Anyway, I'm going to go because my son's up now. But anyway, I'll update you as soon as I get going.